Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I am Mr. Gold, and we are on Jan's SMP for Vintage Story again, where we left off finishing this forge area. We still have to do the mechanical part of it, but I don't know if we're going to get into that this episode. Possibly. But I have some exciting news. Spring is here, and I was finally, if I can get in there, able to get a cow. And guess what? She is pregnant, and we are expecting our first calf. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be totally awesome. A big shout out to Jan for corralling that thing up for me. She did find it and put it in the fence, and I was able to take it all the way from the other side of that mountain, all the way around and over to here. Took a while, but it was well worth it, I think, especially whenever we start having babies. But now we are on to other things. All right, while we are still talking about the forge, there's a few things that I need to make, some molds that I need to start firing. So I might as well go ahead and get that done. And let's see if we can find it here. Should be under smithing. Maybe. No. Power, that's where it's at. And we are going to need, for mechanical smithing, we need a Helve Hammer head, the Helve Hammer. And the hammer head we make by making the Helve Hammer mold. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. If I can find it, there's the raw hammer. Helve Hammer mold. There it is. So let's go ahead and take care of this real quick. And we'll get it fired and see if there's anything else that we need to make molds of. There's that one. And let's go to 2x2. And we can cut this out a little faster. Switch back to a 1x1. And is that the exact same thing? So we can do that. And now we can pick it up. And let's go ahead and put a torch in our hand because it will get dark in there. Let's go ahead and, hello, put that down. And we need to go get some stuff to light it. I think I threw one over here, and there is a lot of drifters around here. That should be enough of that. We have some sticks, and we will need 4 wood. Not 8, 4. So let's put that back. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this lit and going. So I think you put a bunch of grass in there and then sticks. Put 2 of those, and now we put 4 logs, and then we light it. And that will start firing. Let's go ahead, see if we can get anything from him. We have been trying to get some temporal gears as well and have yet to find one. Jan did give us one earlier today when we were on trying to catch that cow. So I've yet to get lucky myself. Let's go ahead and Get rid of that. There's another one over here that needs to be taken care of. Nothing from him. Now, is there anything else that we need? Let's go to, where's it at? Mechanical power. A base. Okay, looks like that is all resin. Oops. Didn't mean to close out. And look, Jan's just popped on. Say hi to her. And a wooden toggle. Ooh. Need more resin. A lump of fat. So yeah, that looks like the only one that we need. Oops. A mold for, so we will put that back in there. But we can go ahead and start making some of this other stuff that we're going to need. And that will be the Helve Hammer itself. We can do that. We have to have 10 bronze, looks like. And I think we have copper in that one, and we have an empty crucible in that one. So that will be just fine. Let's go ahead. We need a place to make a fire, because we do not have that yet. Let's go ahead and make a fire. Where do we need to put it? I wonder, can we do this? I'm just saying. So let's move that back there. Fire pit in construction. So I think we need 4. There we go. And now we can click. And now we will have a fire pit in there. Go ahead and put that, because that's empty. And if I remember correctly, 10 bronze is 1 part tin to 3 parts copper. So let's go in here, and I do not want that dead frog. So we should have 10. So we need 10 to 3 parts copper. So we need 40 copper. And that's what we will take with us. And I believe that will give us 10 bronze. So let's move that over. And the fire is not going to be hot enough with that to smelt that down. Doesn't look right anyways. So it's 10 to 90. Sorry, not 30. So I need to go get 60 more. If I could do math, that would be great. Now, let's go put these other 60 in there, and I believe that will be it. That should be it. We'll create 500 units of 10 bronze, absolutely. But we're going to have to wait until that is fired before we do that. Dang frogs. Goodbye. I don't know what good these are for. Well, while we are waiting on that, we can go ahead and make, I believe that's copper. We need to make a chisel, and we already have a hammer up there because we need to make the base. We need resin, and we need boards, and a chisel, and a hammer. So let's go ahead and grab some coal out of here, and I believe one is probably enough. I'll put two in there just in case. We will get this lit up and make our chisel. Alright, looks like it is good and hot. Hot, hot, hot. So let's go ahead and make our chisel. And when we come down with it like so, if I can hit the right button. And we need to cut off that. Don't want to take off the wrong things. That would be bad. There we go. Now we have a chisel. So I don't know if it will let you use a hammer that's about to break, but we're going to try it. So let's go grab 3 pieces of wood. And those 3 works. Doesn't really matter to me. And we got to resin. We need resin. I have a little bit of resin somewhere. If I can just remember where. Squeaky. Not out here. I hope I didn't get rid of it for some reason. There is resin. I just need 1 of those. Should be everything I need for the base. So, I believe it was, let's look one more time. The base, 3 across, chisel, hammer, resin. So, 3 across, chisel, hammer, resin. Helve Hammer base. Sweet. Ah, so I didn't need a... So the chisel is just to chisel it out. And, okay, so you don't really need it for the... to make it. Well, I just wasted some tin bronze. Or some copper, but that's okay. We also needed... We need a wooden toggle. So we need a... Looks like we're going to need a wooden axle. So let's go ahead and make a wooden axle. And a log. Okay. We have fat back here, I think. Go ahead and use an oak log that I have here. We'll set that in there. And was it just hammer, chisel, wooden log, and a lump of fat? Wooden axle. There we go. That was easy and harmless. Now we needed to do the toggle, which we have the axle. We do not have the resin. We've only got half that in resin, but I have some pine trees that are marked over here with resin. So we're going to make a little trip, get some more resin, and hopefully we can get this other one made up. Well, we are getting really close to one of our resin trees. So let's go ahead, see if we can find it. This it. This tree right here. Let's harvest that resin. There is one. There we go. Do we have any more marked? I thought we did. I was hoping we did. Yeah, right there. So let's head in that direction. And that will give us the 2.2 liters that we need, but I'll probably will stay and see if I can find any more. So we can get down to it. Ouch. There it is. Let's harvest that resin. Let's see how much that we can harvest, and I'll be back to show off the goods. Home sweet home at last. Gotta love the rain. It is April showers bring May flowers. And we should be getting out of the rain here any second. Maybe. Oh yeah, no more rain. It is windy though. We do have a couple of pine seeds. And that's what we're trying to do here, is grow some pines to see if we can get any resin here at the house. And I'm not seeing any there. Jan did say there was some back here, if it's ready. Does not look like it is ready to harvest. That is alright. So let's actually, we will plant some more. And maybe they will get lucky and have some resin. I'm going to cut all these trees down and start working on our wood supply for the winter. And maybe we can get some more seeds. Well, I almost forgot that we had stuff in the pit kiln that we were waiting on, and that looks like it is done now. So let's go ahead and bring this out, and we'll slap her down right there. Then we need to get that going. So let's grab some coal and light her up and get this going. Probably going to need a little bit more coal than that. We'll grab that much just in case. And I will probably stick around to make sure that that doesn't run out. And we will be back whenever this gets smelted down. We are going to need another axe by the look at it. And let's go ahead and grab that mold and put down as well. And we can pour some in there. Let me tell Jan, I have coal if you need any. That should be about smelted up. Oh yeah, it is good and hot, 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 hot. Pour it in. There we go. And there we go. And it should have enough for one ingot. Let's go ahead and stick that back in there and pull this coal out. There we go. Now we just need to let that dry Need to see where we want to put this. It's going to be about right there for the center. So make that there. So maybe I don't know how this thing is going to go together. We're getting all the pieces of the puzzle. Should be able to make that toggle now, I think. If I'm not mistaken. So let's look. Mechanical power. The wooden toggle. So a barrel. 8 boards. Let's go grab 8 boards. Raining. There is 8 boards. We have our part of our resin. Where's the rest of it? Oh, good grief. There's the rest of it. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and do that in here. Alright, I think I got that. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The bucket. That. And a chisel. A chisel. A chisel. Well. Guides. Mechanical power. Wooden toggle. Okay. So I almost had it right. Let's sleep real quick. Rooster crows, it must be morning. Resin goes there. For there. The wooden axle there. Hammer there. Chisel there. Chisel there. Chisel there. Axle there, maybe? Why can't I get this right? You would think. Let's make this movable. Wooden toggle. Bucket. Bucket. Chisel needs to go there. One wooden bucket with flax oil or rice bran oil. So we just need a lump of fat. Let's grab my fat. Now we can come back here. 5th time's the charm. We have our resin. We have the fat. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The chisel. And the hammer. We now have our wooden toggle. Yes. And now we just need, for the Helve Hammer, and that is a hammerhead and boards, 8 boards. So let's go ahead and move this stuff back. Let's go get 8 more boards and wait for those to dry. Or to cool, not dry. And it looks like it is already cool. And we need now to make this 10 bronze Helve Hammer. Yes, we now have all 3 of the pieces. How do they go together is what I want to know. So, like that. Like that. And like that. There we go. Okay. Now that's one solid piece, right? Nope. So we actually need to figure out now where we want to put it. So let's go there, there. No. I'll get it right in a minute. There and there we go. Now, that will put the center right there. Is that going to be okay? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 spots available. 1, 2, 3. That's actually going to be... That might work. Might be okay. So let's actually move this bismuth, bronze, or iron. Let's move this iron anvil to right there. And now we need to power this. Now how do we do that? Let me do some more research and we'll get started on it. I interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a snail. Did you see it was floating? Well, Jan has a bunch of resin that I can use to make up the rest of my stuff. So let's head over there and grab it. She said, bottom left basket across from the bed next door. Next to the doorway. Next to the doorway. There it is. Yeah, we've got the resident and her bees are very active. Let's move on with this project. So I am thinking that I am wanting to put the connections underneath this and then run it that direction and then go up so we don't mess with this room at all. Looks like that is done. So let's put that away. So I probably want to dig out underneath here, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And then start making a tunnel that way. Let me get some ladders so I can get my way out of here whenever I need to. Well, we might as well move on to the fun part of this expedition. We are now making our sails, and we need a lot of flax fiber to make the sails. So looks like we're gonna be killing drifters. Hopefully they hopefully a bunch spawn. Oh, there's a couple here. Go ahead and get these while we can. Come back here. Don't want to go into my charcoal pit. Nothing. And there's one. Now have 8. A lot more to go. Well, I think we have everything that we need to get the windmill started for this. Only thing left to do is stay away from those frogs or toads. And I have already started digging down here so we can connect from underneath. And what I need to do is go up top and at 40 and 41 and dig straight down. So let's go do that. And then maybe we can get our windmill going. Let's actually make a stairway over here, up the mountain. Looks like it'd be an easy place to put one right here. There we go. And we need to go to 40. Let's get out of there. Well, hey, we know. 40 and 41. So this is 40 is right here. And 41 is going to be in here. Well, of course it is, right there. See if we come out in the right spot. And we do. That hurt just a little. Not terrible. And we have some axles that we can put in. So let's go ahead and grab an axle and put one right there. That way we can come back down and start connecting from there. But let's head back up and jump down, and we can work our way up. At least I'm thinking that's the way it's going to work. Hopefully we have enough made. It was over here, right? Should be right here. And it is. Did I make enough? I at least made enough to get up here, so that's good. I'm going to have to go a little higher to put my windmill and clear a bunch of this out. But that is a start. Let me get some of this cleared up and we will continue. Well, we finally have the axles that we need to get this done. Let's go ahead and see if we can place down some more. Don't know how high we're going to need to go. Probably high enough to get away from all of this. That's probably good. Now let's go ahead and put our rotor on. Not for sure. May end up having to see if these gears are what we need. Tear one of them down, put a gear there. Maybe not. Maybe a gear. And then like so. Let's put another board there, and then our rotor. There we go. That will work. And let's get rid of that. And there is our windmill. It is now spinning away. Let's go ahead and get down and see if it is making it all the way down there to where we need it to, which it should be. Ended up using more axles than I thought. That's alright though. At least it's working. Let's get down here. We'll check it out real quick. And it is spinning right here. So our next order of business is we need to bring this down and underneath and connect it up. So we're going to use this as a temporary, well, we're going to keep this hole, but we're going to put some temporary ladders. So I need to go get some of that, and then we'll dig out underneath this. Alright, we now have our ladders, and we need to come to here. So we're going to have to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have to, right now we're gonna have to dig 4 and over 1. So let's go ahead, get my torch in the offhand so you can see. And it should be right here. That looks like it. So let's go ahead and dig this out too. Guess when I did this hole, I should have did 1 extra instead of even with that. That's all right though. Let's go ahead and put our ladder up. We are there. And I'm going to get some more axles made, and then we can get this thing going. Well, I need more material, so let's just see how far we can get with this. And I am going to need to bring it down 1 more, or not. Let's do that, and we can do that. Let's get rid of this block. Like so. Nope. Not right at all. There we go. Like so. We're figuring this out. We're still rookies, but we're getting it. Then we need to bring it out a little more. We need that there. We're gonna need some more rotors, so I need to go get some more fat to make rotors, or axles. So we'll be back. Alright, we now have our more axles. I'm gonna have to go around. So maybe we can finish this thing off now. Not promising anything for sure, but we should be able to do that. Bring that one up there. There. Alright, let's try that again. And there we go. It is now working. And I believe it should be working about as fast as the wind is turning. Wow, there was a murder there. So see if we can get it to see it and hear it. So that is now working. We're going to have to do a lot more work. We need 3 more of these hammers to go around all 4 sides to really make this thing work great. But at least we do have some motion now. That is good. Don't know if we will need maybe some bigger gears to make it go faster, or we're just gonna have to play around with it. But yeah, that is going to be all the time that we have for this episode. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you found it just as entertaining as it is for me to play this game. And until next time, I am Mr. Gold, and I hope you have a better than average day. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.